mis amores. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to the Freshman Part 2. Before we begin, I would like to tell you guys, I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe to the channel. Also leave a like on this video, it helps out a lot. And if you want to leave a comment, I would appreciate it as well. And I just want to hear your opinions towards this game, or if you got any suggestions whatsoever. Tell me anything you like. So now on to this story. Last episode where we left off, Kaitlyn was gonna go out with Arjun, and it was definitely gonna be a date, but we had this plan where we went as a group because Kaitlyn thought that it was just like a hangout as friends. And no, Arjun actually had feelings for Kaitlyn. And Kaitlyn was having a really hard time coming out to Arjun, trying to admit that she's gay. And it was getting a little bit out of, a little bit hairy. Yeah. But then Kaitlyn still eventually told Arjun the truth about it, because he wasn't being judgmental when Brendan and Zach were a couple, and Arjun didn't have a problem with two people of the same sex being together. So Kaitlyn told him the truth, but Arjun was a little mad at her because she didn't confront him about this earlier, that she told a lot of other people, but him, knowing her longer than any of us would, she didn't tell him that she was gay.
Yikes.
And then we continue on with Chris, where he's now trying to become the president of the college, and he's in a battle with Sebastian. So far, we're winning the lead. We got a lot of signs, and we're step by step helping Chris to become president. And then at the end of the episode, a very crazy thing happened, and it was that Kaitlyn's parents out of nowhere showed up, and they were waiting for her in the apartment room, and they have no idea that Kaitlyn is gay.
Yikes.
So it should be pretty interesting. So yeah, we're gonna jump right in. I don't know if we're gonna be playing 2 chapters, depends how long the video is gonna be, but we'll see. We're gonna start with chapter 11. Kaitlyn's parents decided to surprise her with a visit at campus. It should be fun if we can keep a secret. Let's see how well this is gonna go, so without further ado, we're just gonna jump right in. Chapter 11, Visitors. Hello, Kirby. We heard so much about you. I don't think this was the voice I gave last time, but I just didn't know what to... You have? Of course, you're practically all Kaitlyn talks about. And of course, we heard about the rest of you as well. An honor to meet you, sir. I can see where Kaitlyn gets her good looks. Come on, you guys, let's let Kaitlyn catch up with her parents. Good night, Mr. and Mrs. Liao. Your suitmates all say their good nights and head up to their rooms. You're about to leave too when Kaitlyn's mom addresses you. Kirby, from what we understand, you two have gotten pretty close. More like really close. Kaitlyn has been my best friend since our first day. I'm happy to hear that. She's made such good friends at Hartfeld. Speaking of good friends, how is Arjun doing? His father said he was excited about the transfer. Oh, well, Arjun is doing great. It's been really cool having him here. He's a lot of fun. That's good to hear. He and Kaitlyn go way back, you know? He's a good boy. Incredibly smart, too. Did you know he was a treasurer of the National Honor Society when he was in high school? You say that literally every time he comes up, Dad. I didn't know that. Good for him. We're happy to hear that you and Arjun still get along famously. Well, we're hoping the 3 of you will accompany us to see the ballet version of Romeo and Juliet tomorrow. The 3 of us? You, Arjun, and Kirby.
What?
Me? You look to Kaitlyn for direction. She gives you an almost imperceptible nod. Of course, I'd be happy to go to the ballet tomorrow. Thank you for thinking of me. Wonderful. Kaitlyn mutters yawn. Pardon me, it's been a long day and these late hours don't agree with us old people. I'm just glad I got to see you. We can catch up before the ballet tomorrow? We will love nothing more. We missed you, honey. I missed you too. Oh, by the way, we brought some of your things home for you. They were over by the door. We'll see you tomorrow, sweetheart. Kaitlyn's parents take turn kissing her on the forehead and shaking your hand before finally leaving. Kaitlyn shuts the door behind, then turns to you and lets out a huge sigh. Are you alright, Kaitlyn?
No.
Yeah, I'm glad my parents are here. Just been dealing with a lot lately.
Kaitlyn picks up one of the boxes by the door.
Have me carry these to my room?
Sure, girl. You go to Kaitlyn's room and set the boxes on the floor.
Thanks for agreeing to come to the ballet. There's no way I'll be able to survive it without you.
No problem. I kind of got the feeling that your parents are trying to set you up with Arjun.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time.
And you got to love their choice of ballets. The irony, you may be a Juliet, but you're not exactly looking for a Romeo. Kaitlyn laughs for a moment before frowning, her brow furrowed. She sighs and flops down on her bed.
What a crazy quarter.
What do you mean?
I have great friends. I had the starring role in a play. I was finally starting to feel like I could be myself. And then all these people from home had to show up and ruined it.
Oh, Kaitlyn, come here. You hold Kaitlyn tight as she starts to cry. Everything's going to be fine, I promise. I mean, Arjun already knows, and your parents are just visiting, right? At this point, what else could go wrong? You sit there silently for a minute while Kaitlyn cries on your shoulder. Finally, she pulls away and looks you in the eye.
One day, my parents are going to find out. I know they will. And I tried hundreds of times. What's that going to be like? But I honestly can't, and that's scary. What if they disown me?
Do you really think that they do that?
I don't know. I don't think so. But the fact that they could scares me.
You put your hand on Kaitlyn's shoulder. Hey, we're all here for you. Chris, Tyler, Abby, and Zach. You squeeze her shoulder. And no matter what, you'll always have me.
Thanks, Kirby.
She pulls you into a tight hug.
I don't know how I ever got to by without you.
Kaitlyn gets off the bed and goes to a box of stuff. Why don't you just leave all of this stuff for later?
Are you kidding? It would drive me crazy to just leave it on the floor. Plus, there's all kind of great memories in here.
You join Kaitlyn in looking through the box and pull out a pile of books, including a sparkly scented diary.
I can't believe they packed that.
You kept a diary?
In middle school I did. Oh boy, hope Mom and Dad didn't read it.
Why? What's in there?
Wait, want to find out? We can read it together. Could be good for a few laps.
You would let me read it? Yes, this'll be fun. I can't wait to see what little Kaitlyn had to say.
Don't tease, Kirby, or I won't let you read it.
I can see it now. Dear Diary, it's Kaitlyn. I had spinach stuck in my braces all day and nobody told me.
I never had braces.
Let's crack this thing open. I'm dying with anticipation. You sit down in Kaitlyn's bed and she plops down next to you. She peers over your shoulder as you open the diary to a random page.
I hope there's nothing too embarrassing in there.
We're about to find out. Dear Diary, Dad rented this lame old movie for us to watch tonight. I think it's part of his sport thing. Yesterday he took me to the awful tennis court, which I'm awful at, by the way. Now we have to watch some more dumb soccer movie with an even dumber name. Seriously, banded like Beckham? What do you band in soccer? Ugh, he's calling me downstairs. Gotta go. Love, Kaitlyn.
Oh man, I was such a writer.
I mean, no, that's not what she said.
Oh man, I was such a whiner. And dumb too. Bandit Like Beckham is like one of my favorite movies.
You turn to the next page. Dear Diary, Bandit Like Beckham is my new favorite movie. Wow. Dad wants to sign me up for soccer. I guess I'll give it a shot. They made it look like really fun in the movie and it'll probably get Dad off my case. So your dad was on your case a lot?
Kinda. I mean, I knew that my dad loved me. I was just kind of a loner. He thought a sport would break me out of my shell, you know?
Yeah, I get that. Did it actually work?
Sort of.
You flip through a few pages. Oh, first day of soccer practice. This should be good. Dear Diary, I had my first soccer practice today, and guess what? Soccer sucks. I got kicked in the shin like 6 times. Plus, Dad wouldn't leave even though I was just practice. He seemed really happy though, and I made a friend. Her name is Myra, and she likes horror movies too. She invited me over for a slumber party this week. I hope my parents let me. Kaitlyn bites her lips and shuffles uncomfortably on the bed. You okay?
Yeah, it's just, I know what comes next.
Oh, well, should we stop?
No, it's fine. Keep going.
Okay. You turn the next page, take a deep breath, and keep reading. Dear Diary, last night was weird. It started out okay. Myra's mom made cookies and we watched a movie. After her parents went to sleep, thought we played Truth or Dare. I dare Myra to kiss me as a joke. Only she actually did it. It was really fast, but I can't stop thinking about it. Is something wrong with me? You notice that Kaitlyn is no longer peering over your shoulder but staring up at the ceiling. Was that when you realized it? That you like girls?
Well, not all at once, but basically, yeah. I remember it was like yesterday. It was like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. And then it dropped right into my chest.
Well, look at you now. You've come a long way since then.
Yeah, I have.
Kaitlyn takes the diary from your hands and sticks it up on a high shelf.
Now let's start reading. This is before you get to my 13th birthday party.
What? Give me that diary!
Nope, that moment's past. Now come on, help me finish up.
You help Kaitlyn unpack her things until late into the night.
And that's the rest of it. Thanks for helping out, Kirby.
Anytime. I'm going to bed before I pass out on your floor. You head back to your room and fall immediately into a deep sleep. Chapter continue.
Wake up, Kirby!
Oh. What? You open your eyes to see Kaitlyn and Arjun standing over your bed. She's up.
Kirby, you overslept. The train leaves in 45 minutes.
Train? Oh crap, the ballet! Give me just a minute to get dressed. I'll be quick.
Well, I'll wait for you outside.
By the way, Kaitlyn looks very well dressed. You open your closet. I guess this is as good as it gets. You hurriedly finish getting ready and go to join Kaitlyn and Arjun, who are already standing by the front door. You spin around to show off your dress. So, what do you think?
That's perfect for the ballet.
Kaitlyn wasn't kidding about the quality of Park Pro girls.
Hello, I'm right about everything, but too bad, Arjun. My bestie's off limits. You're gonna have to find someone else to drool over.
Are we ready to go?
Yep,
Let's do this. By the way, it looks like Arjun and Kaitlyn work things out better now. The conversation flows easily on the train, at least until the topic of last Friday comes up. Oh, on the bright side, I don't think I'll ever have a first date that's more awkward than that one. I'm glad you two made up.
we had a good talk while someone was snoozing away this morning.
The Liaos called me last night to invite me to the ballet, and I realized I couldn't let a case of hurt feelings cancel out our years of friendship. Plus, I probably should have seen it coming. No boy ever seemed good enough for Kaitlyn.
You got that right.
The point is, I support you, and I'll do whatever I can to keep this parent visit from getting weird.
I appreciate it, but considering my parents, I'm expecting it to get pretty awkward before Act 1 even ends.
Don't worry, me and Arjun are on your team. A short while later, you arrive at the train station in Northbridge. Your parents said they meet us here, right? Oh, there you are. You point at a nearby bench where Peter and Grace are sitting.
Okay guys, remember, my parents will try as hard as possible to get me and Arjun together. For obvious reasons, that's not going to happen.
Got it. You walk up to the bench. Hi there, Mr. and Mrs. Liao. What do I do? Should I shake their hands? Shake their hands? You give them a firm handshake. Such a sturdy grip. Kaitlyn, you could learn a thing or two. This was a job-winning handshake.
I don't think I'll just be fine in the job department, thank you.
Of course, but with a handshake like this one, who knows where you could end up. Oh, Peter, leave the girl alone. Should we go inside? The show's going to start soon. A brilliant idea, Arjun. Don't want to be late. In a short walk to the theater and along the way, Kaitlyn catches her parents up on her winter quarter at Harfell.
And the play ended up being a total success.
That's wonderful, darling. But I still think you need more extracurriculars. It'll be a balance out to you this soon. Plus, it's a great way to find your love. Your father and I met in the high school orchestra, and you were dating that obnoxious Christopher Doyle. Are you seeing anyone, Kirby? To be honest, Mrs. Liao, I'm not quite sure. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. The boy must be an idiot. Thanks, Mr. and Mrs. Liao.
Okay, maybe Kirby's love life isn't the best subject right now.
Did you all get to see that news segment on the gluten-free diets? You arrive at the theater and search for your seats. Ah, here we are. According to our tickets, the order is Kirby, me, Arjun, Kaitlyn, and Grace. Kaitlyn shoots you and Arjun a panic look. Actually, I was hoping if I'd be able to sit next to Kaitlyn, if that's okay. Sure, I'll trade with you. Arjun, there's no need to do that. I'd be happy to switch with Kirby. Arjun opens his mouth to protest, but Grace turns looks make it clear she's not going to hear it. You all take your seats, and Grace and Peter immediately start whispering to each other. Well, that could have gone worse.
Yeah, but the day's not over yet. I guarantee there's plenty more opera to come.
We should just... distract them. Distract them. If we keep the conversation going on other topics, you and Arjun will never come up.
That could totally work.
I'll try to keep the conversation on them and not on us. Arjun taps on Mr. Liao on the shoulder. So have either of you seen Romeo and Juliet before? Oh yes, it's our all-time favorite ballet. We used one of the songs for our wedding professional. I'll get to point it out when they get to it. We've been telling Kaitlyn she should carry on the tradition with a nice, smart boy.
It's starting!
Oh my god, you try to enjoy the ballet, but every time a romantic scene occurs, Mr. Liao glances over at Kaitlyn Arjun with a smile. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, as soon as the lights go up for intermission, Kaitlyn jumps up of her seat.
I need to go get some fresh air. Kirby, come with me?
Sure. You follow her lead and give her an uncomfortable smile to Mr. and Mrs. Liao as you pass them on your way out. Okay? Once you are out of the front theater, Kaitlyn starts to pace agitatedly. I'm starting to get the sense that your dad wants you to marry Arjun, but he's already got a venue picked out.
I wouldn't be surprised. In high school, I literally caught him praying that Arjun would ask me out.
She stops pacing and turns to face to you.
Twice!
Oh my god.
Yikes, so this is kind of a long time coming. Did you ever try to tell your parents you're gay? You know, like back when you first realized it?
Of course I did. At least once a day I thought, okay, Kaitlyn, here's your chance.
And
every time I thought I was right, I was never as well. I just kept thinking that the next time I would tell them, and before I knew it, I was away at college, and it didn't seem to matter as much anymore.
until Arjun showed up.
Actually, as stupid as it sounds, it started to matter again because of you.
Me? Kaitlyn smiled sheepishly. Oh, she still has feelings for me.
I don't know if you know this, but I kind of have a massive crush on you on last quarter.
Yeah, kind of picked up on that.
Oh, whatever. That's in the past. But when I really got to know you, all I wanted to do was call my mom and tell her all about you. It's all so frustrating. Why is it so hard to tell them?
I know it's hard, especially since they are in town, but it's not something you can rush.
Wouldn't that be nice? They're my parents.
Kaitlyn's voice rises in frustration.
I just want to shake them and say, shout out, I'm gay, and have it to be done with.
You glance over Kaitlyn's shoulder and freeze. Uh-oh. Maybe you don't have to. Kaitlyn? Kaitlyn turns around and finds herself face to face with her parents. Her father looks stricken.
Mom! Dad! I was just... Kirby and I were...
She trails off useless. There's an uneasy pause as you all wait for someone to speak. We should go inside. The second is about to begin. He turns and stalks away quickly. Kaitlyn's mom tries to stop him, but he shrugs her off and walks inside.
Oh no, this was all wrong!
Kaitlyn! Before you can do anything to comfort her, Kaitlyn's mom walks over and wraps Kaitlyn in a warm hug.
Mom, you're not mad?
Mad? No, honey, of course not. Your dad's just a little late to the party. Mrs. Liao, did you know all this time?
Have you always known?
I had my suspicions.
And you never said anything because you didn't want it to be true?
Stop that! I never said anything because you never said anything.
And Dad?
Mrs. Liao pauses, stroking Kaitlyn's hair gently. Finally, she speaks. He just needs some time.
He hates me, doesn't he?
Never. You know how your father is about family. You are only daughter. Your father had dreams for you and a lot of dreams for himself. Dreams of a white wedding and grandchildren, and dream he may never get to see. But What about what Kaitlyn dreams of? Doesn't that count for something? Of course it does. Why do you think we sent her to this school? I know this sounds cliche, but you'll understand when you're a parent yourself. Mrs. Liao releases Kaitlyn but keeps a firm grip on her shoulder. She looks Kaitlyn right in the eye. We will always love you, Kaitlyn, no matter what.
But Dad!
Your dad won't be upset about this forever, trust me. He just needs some space right now. Kaitlyn bites her lip for a moment, then she nods. Her mom pats her arm gently. Alright, we should get back into the dare before Act 2 starts.
Actually, I think I'm just gonna head back to Hartfeld.
Are you sure?
You can stay if you want. I can't go back in there.
She gives her mom a quick hug and kiss on the cheek.
Can you tell Arjun that I got a stomach ache or something?
Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn untangles herself from her mother's grasp and starts to back away.
I just can't.
You and Grace watch Kaitlyn walk away. I think I should go too. Thanks for the lovely outing, Mrs. Liao. Don't mention it. You turn to head after Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn, wait up! Kaitlyn doesn't turn, but her pace slows to let you catch up. You fall into an uncomfortable silence as you walk. So, are you okay? I know that was a stupid question. Of course you're not okay. Your dad...
Kirby!
Kaitlyn stops in her tracks and turns to glare at you. After a moment, she sighs.
It's just too soon. Can we just not talk right now?
Sorry, whatever you need. You wait for Kaitlyn to say more, but she just turns around and heads toward the train station in silence.
Yikes.
After a long silent train ride, you are right back at your seat. Kaitlyn turns and goes straight to her room. Yikes, is anyone cold? It feels like an icy wind just blew in. From down the hall, you hear Kaitlyn's door slam and you plop down the couch next to Zach. It's really no time for joking. Serious mode. Got it. What happened? Was the ballet that bad? The first half was fine. We left in a kind of a hurry after Kaitlyn accidentally came out to her parents. What? How does one accidentally come out? You filled Zach on the events of the afternoon. And then we just sat on the train in silence. Well, don't just sit out there and hide. What? She's your best friend, dummy. Go talk to her. I'll try. Maybe the second time's the charm. You get off the couch and go knock on Kaitlyn's door. Go away! Kaitlyn! I'm coming in. Sorry. You open the door and peek inside. Kaitlyn is sitting on her bed, hugging her knees.
Is it too much for a little privacy in this place? What part of the go away don't you understand?
That part where my best friend is upset and doesn't want to talk to me about it. Kaitlyn grows and falls back against her pillow. She rolls over so her back is to you. Please, Kaitlyn, I'm so sorry your parents had to find out that way. I just want to be here for you.
I'm really not in the mood, Kirby. Did you see the way my dad looked at me? I was like I was a stranger, like he didn't know me.
Oh, come on, Kaitlyn. You lay down on the bed next to her and stare up at the ceiling. She doesn't move at all. You're my best friend, and there's nothing you could say that would change that. Please, just say something.
You know what, Kirby? I do have something to say.
She sits up abruptly and spins to face you. You sit up too.
And since you're hard of hearing, I'll say it really slow for you. I don't want to talk.
But...
Donuts! Look, I don't mean to snap at you, but I just really need to be alone. And you're my best friend, but given our history, I just don't think you're the best person for me to be around right now.
But Kaitlyn,
please, just leave.
Kaitlyn lies down again, face down. Hi. But instead of finishing your thought, you give Kaitlyn her wish and leave the room. Hey Kirby, everything okay? Right now? No. Do you want to talk about it? You shake your head. Not really. Besides, you got your hands full with the campaign. You can say that again. You're okay to help me practice debating tomorrow, right? We can always postpone. Of course, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Can you and Kaitlyn patch things up? And how will Chris fare in the debate? Keep playing to find out. Alright then. Kaitlyn is mad. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna leave the episode here because it's been 24 minutes already. So yeah, I guess that's it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, I would appreciate it if you do. I love you all. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next episode.